Welcome, everyone, to another edition of An Old Lady Fumbles Her Way Through Minecraft Pocket Edition. This is not a regular chapter. This is an intermission because the new 1.19 update has come out, and I want to go find a mangrove swamp, and I want frogs. My only hope is this weird render distance problem won't interfere with the exploration. But we shall see. So, let's get a move on. Well, I spoke too soon. I spent a lot of time out on the water, and this weird render distance problem did not go away. It, in fact, got worse. So, I'm just going to show you the highlights. Like this lovely cave I found, which we want to explore later. Or this lovely cave I found, which we'll want to explore later. Or yet another lovely cave I found. One of these might lead us to the deep dark. I also ran across the first cold biome I remember seeing. Snow and ice, at last. And yet another deep, dark, mysterious cave. And, yes, another deep, dark, mysterious cave. But eventually, I did find what I was looking for. And I found it just outside this savannah village. Just strolling around, looking around, seeing if I could see anything. At this point, I was getting just a little discouraged. But I still had hopes. Then I went over this hill, and voila, I finally found it. Yes, that's a mangrove swamp. You can see the mud in the hillside there. And look at this. Mangrove trees. Ooh, and a dangerous drop. Be careful of that. And yet another one of these ruined gates. This is like the fourth one I found. So I gathered up some mud. I'm going to experiment with this. See if I can dry it out and turn it into mud brick. I gathered up some of these roots, again to experiment with. And of course, I had to get myself some of this lovely redwood. I have been so looking forward to this. I want to build with this. And then I grabbed myself some of these, what are they called? Spicules? Whatever. The seedlings for these trees. Then I realized that there are tropical fish in the water around here. So I decided to grab a couple, see if I could feed and breed my axolotls. So grab some fish. And then here in a regular swamp, although I walked right past it, I soon realized, wait a minute, frog! 2 frogs. And of course, I didn't bring any slime balls with me, so I couldn't breed them, and you can't capture them in a bucket. So I came back home and decided to feed my axolotls, see if they would breed. So here goes the first one. And there goes the second one. But unfortunately, I think, although one of them ate the fish, the other one just killed it, and it's sitting there floating, so no baby axolotls for me. In the meantime, I'm gonna see what I can make out of this wood. I love the color. And I have an idea for the first thing I want to use it for. But first, I want to see the entire palette. Doors, trapdoors, logs. I think this is going to be a great addition to our base. So let's lay this out up here and see what we have. Logs. Door. I love that trapdoor. Love that red. So we have the regular logs, the stripped logs, those all over bark logs. The door is awesome. The trap door is awesome. I can't wait to use this stuff. So, with my exploration at an end for now, I decided to come home and plant some mangrove trees in my lovely tree farm. That is great. They'll plant just fine on dirt, grass, grow. Ooh, that was fast. And even podzol. So now I know I have a steady supply of this stuff. Though I have to admit, you don't get much wood from one of these trees. You get a lot of roots, but not a lot of wood. Come on, there you go. Still. And also these little seedlings, you have to bone meal them to get them to full size before you can harvest them. Once they've made it to this size, and you can't bone meal them anymore, they're ready to pluck. So, since this is such a short episode, I think I should do a little project, at least one. And that is going to be building a bubble elevator up to my iron farm. So I'm tired of using this scaffolding. Luckily, I've got a lot of iron from the farm, because I'm going to use chains to delineate the water flows here. Drop some scaffolding down. Come on. There we go. Let's go down. And I need to terraform down here just slightly. So excuse me for a minute while I do that. Get rid of some of this dirt. Figure out where the water is going to flow down. And then we're using these fence posts from the new wood. I think in combination with the chain, it's going to look pretty awesome. Again, this is going to be an open elevator where you can just walk into the corner. Water down, make sure it's flowing right. Yeah. Let's just drop down and see. Yep. Nice straight column. Looks good. Add some scaffolding. Start putting chain all the way up. And then at the top, we'll put more fence posts to connect the chains to ground them to the ground. Just go up, keep adding chain, and then put the upper posts. And then just do this for every one of these. Oh, I really like this look. Yep. You noticed I took the water out while I was doing the chain work. It's easier that way. So now the water's been added back in, and it's time for the kelp. Once you've got the kelp in, all you need to do is break it, put down your soul sand, you have your upward column. Go over to the other one, break out the kelp, and put down your lava, or your magma cube, or your magma block, I should say. And you've got your down elevator. Let's see how it works. Yeah, that looks good. Get rid of this ugly scaffolding. pretty. I wonder if I could light this up somehow. Works just fine. Well, that's pretty much it for the episode. Not really an episode, more of, as I say, an intermission. I've got my bubble columns going. And next time, we're finally going to bite the bullet, clean up that track that leads to the villager breeder, and we're going to build a villager trading hall around the villager breeder. Because I'm tired of this iron armor. I want diamond stuff, and I do not want to have to dig for it. Because when I start going down in the deep again, I want to be ready for the deep dark, and that means enchanted diamond armor, as good as I can get. So, and the floating farms, I think I'll build another one with the new wood, probably another wheat farm. So, next episode, villager breeder, floating farm, and maybe we'll make a start over there on our new sorting system. We need an automatic sorter for our building materials. So I hope you enjoyed our little exploration to the swamp, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.